I shared this post on Instagram on creating street elevations with Nano Banana Pro, and it blew up, gaining huge interest across professionals. Some have even incorporated this technique into their own projects, and the results were amazing. If you have been watching my channel, we've already shared a segment on creating this on one of the Nano Banana videos. So in this one, we will dive deep and take a look at this in more detail. I'm Salman, an architect and an illustrator. If you're new to the channel, make sure you subscribe so we can grow together as a community. So let's get started. If you're new to using Nano Banana, there are 3 ways to access it. The first one is through Gemini, which is gemini.google.com. The second one is through Google AI Studio, which we'll be using in this video. The third one is to access this through other third-party applications like Higgsfield, Render, Fall AI, and more. We will walk through 2 different techniques to create street elevations with Nano Banana Pro, and you can pick the one that resonates with you. A big disclaimer before we start. This is a highly experimental workflow, and this is not the kind of technique where you can simply copy the prompt and apply it to get the best results. This will definitely take a bit of patience, iterating different options and getting the best results through trial and error. So keep that in mind before we begin. To begin with, let's start by choosing a location on Google Earth. This location is my city, Chennai, in India, and I picked 2 buildings right at the center of the city. To begin with, let's save this image. Let's also browse Google and pick 2 images of these 2 buildings that we have on the site, and head over to Google AI Studio and choose Nano Banana Pro. Inside the prompt box, we will have to upload all the 3 images, which is the screenshot and the 2 other images that we've saved. The first prompt is pretty simple. We ask the platform to create an aerial perspective of this location on Google Earth using the images that we added as reference. Now the aspect ratio on the right side is extremely important for these workflows. In this case, let's pick a 16:9 because the image that we saved from Google Earth is this exact ratio. The resolution can be in 2K, and make sure you tick this option called grounding with Google search because this will enhance your result. Click run and let's wait for a few seconds. Now we have the result with both these images placed on the site. It looks impressive on the first look, but if you look closer, you will actually notice that the building on the right side is not exactly placed on the footprint. For architectural diagrams, a building's footprint is extremely important, so all we have to do is to just rerun the prompt to get more precise results. It might take 2 or more reruns based on your location to get the precise result. Now this result looks much accurate to the base image that we provided. This step once again is important. We'll have to download this output and upload it once again for more consistent result. This time the prompt is slightly more detailed. I'll add this prompt on the description of this video so you can copy paste them easily. Feel free to adjust the prompt slightly based on your location and the output that you prefer. Once again, the aspect ratio is important. I'm trying to see if the 16:9 ratio will fit both these images in an elevation view. If you think otherwise, feel free to switch the ratio, and I'm choosing a 21:9 ratio for this. You might need to adjust this aspect ratio based on your building. Your building could be a vertical image, a square-shaped image, so feel free to experiment with different aspect ratio for the best output. Click run, and within a few seconds, we have the results, and this looks much accurate to the original base image, which is the aerial view that we provided. The dimension is not very precise, so I would be a little cautious while using this drawing for accurate architectural purposes. Or you could simply remove these dimensions on Photoshop. I've narrowed down this technique based on multiple trials that I've done, so this technique will definitely test your patience, and it will also take some time for the best output. The real purpose of AI is to eliminate repetitive and time-consuming tasks. One such task is floor plan rendering, where you need to spend many hours finding the perfect texture, arranging the layers in Photoshop, and tweaking them endlessly for hours. That is exactly why we created Realistic Floor Plan Rendering Masterclass with Nano Banana Pro. In this masterclass, you will learn how to turn simple CAD drawings into clean, realistic, presentation-ready floor plans in minutes. You will discover efficient workflows that allows you to create realistic outputs as well as artistic, Pinterest-style visuals, and even learn how to convert simple 2D drawings into stylized isometric visuals. The masterclass also includes a downloadable PDF with 30 plus ready-to-use prompts and visual references that you can simply copy and paste into Nano Banana to achieve consistent and high-quality results. Whether you're preparing for client meetings, upgrading your portfolio, or creating content for social media, this workflow helps you get there faster without compromise on quality. So check out the Gumroad link in the description to access this masterclass. Let's now jump into the second technique, and this will be a lot more simpler than the previous one. Instead of Google Earth, let's look for a location on Google Maps. I've chosen this location called Jori Bazaar in India, and this has a lot of interesting architectural buildings with a mix of heritage as well. I'm using the Google Street View to jump into a street, and from here I will be able to look at the 360 view of the street. I've browsed a bit and I've chosen this building, which is a continuous facade of pink stone in varied heights. Make sure to go into full screen and take a screenshot of your entire screen, because the aspect ratio of 16:9 is extremely important. Let's jump into Google AI Studio, start a new chat with Nano Banana, upload the screenshot, and the prompt here is exactly the same that we used on the previous technique. I'm just going to adjust a few words here so we get the most stylized output. Make sure the aspect ratio is 16:9 and also this tab is toggled on. Click run, wait for a few seconds, and we have a result which looks really stylistic with architectural buildings and human figures specific to that location. These are all the results that we generated using both of these techniques on multiple locations in India. Now you might ask me, if the second technique is much easier, why should I opt for the first one? And I'll show you exactly why. This is the same location that we used for the first technique, and the problem here is that most of these images on Google Street View will not be updated in real time. The images that we see here are quite old, at least a few months old, so we might not be able to generate exact and precise results using this Street View. And there is also another bigger problem. Let me walk you through by taking a screenshot of this view and adding it into Nano Banana. Once we have the result, you will immediately notice that the buildings have been completely altered when we use the second technique directly. If we were to use this on real life scenarios, this is a huge problem. And also, both these buildings are not placed so close to each other, since we know that information from Google Earth. So no matter how many times you rerun this prompt, this problem still stays the same. So you'll have to choose between accurate results for technique 1 and more stylistic outputs using technique 2. So that is how you can create architectural steel elevations for any location around the world. Check out the Gumroad link in the description to access the realistic floor plan rendering masterclass. We hope you found this video to be helpful, and if you did, please hit that like button and share this with your friends. Comment down below if you have any questions or suggestions. You can follow me on Instagram and the handle is right here. I'll see you on the next one.